Crunch time, coming up big when it counts.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Crunch Time, where we come up big when it counts. I'm Dom with the Great Man Sauce, and it's the two-man band. Tonight, no Lukey. As you know, we do record this midweek, and he's going to watch his beloved Tigers tonight, Saucy. So
why not? Footy's back.
Why not?
So,
Why not?
He said heading down to the G. I fully expect them to get the victory.
He's forgiven. He's forgiven, Sauce. He's forgiven for this week.
That's all right.
He's forgiven.
But
How you
the
going?
show
You're all
must
good?
go on. The show must go on, Doma. Still get that content out for the people. I'm good. I had a bit of a power nap before I jumped on, so I was ready and raring to go. We got a bit of a different one this week in what we're going to talk about. And, let's just jump into it, Doma. Let's just jump into it.
Jump straight into it. Yep, let's go for it. Card Talk. What was it? Twitter. What are they called, Sauce? Twitter,
Spaces. So essentially,
Twitter
Spaces. It's essentially a Clubhouse, because Clubhouse was the first sort of one to do this app, and then now there's a whole bunch of different apps that do something very similar. Twitter being one. I tuned in a little bit this morning when it was on. It was Tyler. Obviously from Card Talk Pod, did a Spaces with Courtyard _NFT. I will share my screen so people can see exactly who they are on Twitter. So Courtyard _NFT, bringing physical collectibles to the blockchain. So listened in this morning. Feel free to go through there and have a look. We'll open their website and have a gaze now. Own collectibles on the blockchain. How it works: Courtyard stores physical collectibles in secured vaults, creates a corresponding NFT for each asset. The NFT is a 3D model that acts as a voucher to redeem the underlying asset. Users have several options: trade their physical backed NFT on any Polygon compatible marketplace, example OpenSea; burn their NFT on Courtyard's platform to redeem the underlying asset. Pending KYC, Courtyard ships corresponding collectibles globally; display their valued collection in the metaverse as NFTs, and connect with other collectors. So, as far as I know, their first release was Doma a pack. I'll see if they have if there's any shared across here. We can have a look at it. There's a pack there. So there it is there. There was 800 minted. So you buy this pack, you open this pack, and inside there is a NFT of a Pokemon card, a PSA graded Pokemon card, and that NFT is attached to an actual physical card, and which comes out of these packs. So when you open it, here's the breakdown of their packs. 800 total packs. Someone did a breakdown. You open it, you get an NFT. It has a, Blastoise first edition PSA 9 in there, for example. That's an NFT. If you want the actual physical card, you then burn it on Courtyard's platform, burn the NFT, and then they send you the actual physical PSA graded card. Alternatively, you can then trade that NFT or sell it, and in turn, you are then selling the card as well. But also, as they said, you can then display those cards in the metaverse. You have full control. Those NFTs are in your wallet. So, pretty cool. I'm not going to lie.
I like it.
It's something that we've heard before. So, it's not new. We do know that, we got people that are out at Platinum Standard Grading, which we've just partnered with. They are doing that with their graded cards. So you send in your LaMelo Ball Silver Prism, for instance, rookie, and that grades a 9 or a 9.5 or a 10, shall it be. And you also get a NFT associated with that. So it will be a Platinum Standard Grading encased NFT. So it's got obviously their branding on the top because they're minting it for you. And you get your card back graded, and you also get a digital NFT of your own physical card that you just had graded. So then you can then, sell that NFT, online. It isn't associated with the actual physical card, but hey, maybe it might be a thing in the future where, it is that NFT is associated somehow through a QR code with the actual case. I don't know. Maybe someone will come up with an idea, but it's an interesting concept. It's an interesting concept. It's another way to essentially do a repack, Doma.
Pretty much,
when you think about it. And it's pretty cool that you get that NFT like that. It would probably make it easy if you want to sell that card, very frictionless transaction, because at the end of the day, you just sell the NFT and the NFT goes into their wallet, and then essentially if they want the card, they can then redeem it. So it has its pros. I'm sure there are some cons to it that people won't like, but
there always is, mate.
I always thought that this was the next step for like grading companies, which was getting the NFT and and some using blockchain technology within the grading process, and finding a way to do that. Platinum Standard grading, are they ahead of their time? They are, as far as I know, the only one
100% they are
doing it. So look, it'll be interesting to see how this all pans out. But yeah, that was just something that I caught this morning across the socials. Want to let people know about it. Yeah, I just tuned in and I literally just seen it this morning. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna tell people on the show maybe that they're doing a repack that someone might be interested in, and you might want to check it out. So
Did you get involved, mate?
Courtyard_NFT. No, because
No
I didn't know
abuse.
about
You didn't hurl any abuse. That's all.
No, I just listen. I was in the space, but I didn't put my hand up. I just listened from the rafters. Was just listening to what was going on. But yeah, it was really, it was cool. I think this is the next step. I think this is the next step. Between the digital and physical, I think there's going to be a way that they're incorporated together. To represent, to make it easier to transact stuff, especially when, in this sense, vaults seem to be a thing, Domo. Your PWCC's got a vault, Golden's got a vault. Who else has a vault? There's plenty other, and there's plenty others that have vaults. ComC, they've got a big vault. So it's not foreign to keep your cards in a vault, in terms of, Courtyard. But I think it would be probably good for, essentially, if you got like a big card, like if you got like a $500,000 card or even whatever, $100,000 card, like most people, put these big cards in, safety deposit boxes and stuff like that in banks. Well, the company that they've partnered up with, take care of some very, very big banks, security. So, your card would be safe. So imagine you could turn around and go, your $100,000 card, get an NFT minted for it. And essentially you put that card in storage. And then now that is your way to show people the card, show people, and if they want to buy it, you can then sell them that NFT. And then essentially they have ownership of it straight away. And I tell you what, it would make you wouldn't have to worry about any, issues with payments or scamming, because it would literally just be, transfer of crypto, and you see the crypto in your wallet. And it would probably work, it would probably go into an escrow. So it would probably be like, it's a smart contract. Yes, we're both verifying that he's swapping this for, $100,000 for this NFT. It all gets tied up in a smart contract, goes into the blockchain, works its magic, and then they both receive their their items, money, one getting their crypto in return, and one getting their NFT, which can be redeemed for $100,000 card that they just purchased. So I could see how this could help, especially with big transactions like that, having the blockchain as the middleman, essentially, the smart contract. So yeah,
I like it. Developments in the space. I like that. Obviously, giving it something buying an NFT and getting a physical object with it, which is
Yeah, I think
what
I
people want.
really think
rate
it's
that.
innovative. I would definitely. It's something that I've been involved with. Like, I mean, we've dabbled in some NFTs, but obviously we do a lot in cards, and so you're getting a card and you get an NFT. I think it's 2 for 1.
Definitely. All right, Source. Overtime has teamed up with a company over the week.
Yeah, so I'll bring this up. Magic Eden has teamed up with Overtime. So if you don't know what Magic Eden is, you can type that in magiceden.io, I believe their website is. They're an NFT marketplace on the Solana blockchain. So essentially, quick summary: Magic Eden partnered with Overtime to boost the utility of NFTs in sports. The valuable NFTs they will release together will change the way sports fans interact with games. Magic Eden, a non-fungible NFT marketplace based on the Solana blockchain, just said that, has announced a cooperation with Overtime NFT collection to increase fan interaction and provide exclusive experiences. With the debut of the NCAA basketball-focused digital asset, the top Solana NFT marketplace expects an increase in its retail audience. The partnership is focused on the 2022 NCAA men's basketball tournament, a national school championship event known as March Insanity. So they're obviously going to be doing some sort of releases around March Madness with the NCAA. And it just gives you a bit of a background on you can check this website on nftworldnews.tech. Feel free to check it out and bookmark it because they have some interesting articles of other stuff that's going on in the space. But yeah, it's, once again, just people in the industry seeing an opportunity to, once again, do NFTs. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a look at this. I don't know how well it's going to go. I do know, colleges over in the States have like a cult following. So maybe there's a bit of a market there in that sense. But yeah, it's interesting. Doma, what are your thoughts?
I like it. March Madness, one of the biggest sporting events on the planet, Source. Literally one of the biggest sporting events on the planet. So I really like it. I love it. It makes sense. Overtime's obviously doing massive things. If you haven't noticed, with Tops, they've got their own like card brand as well with Tops, and they've got their own own league.
Overtime Elite League.
Overtime Elite. Yep, they've got their own league. So they're just growing the brand, moving more into that NFT space, which is what everyone's doing at the moment as well. So makes sense. I like it. I really like it. And Overtime does great things. They give you an opportunity to a lot of young athletes as well. So I really, really like it. I like that. I like that little article on the right-hand side as well. LimeWire comeback with the NFT marketplace. What the hell is that? Mate,
click on it, have
for anyone that doesn't know what LimeWire is, this is for you, new generation of tech heads. Source and I, when we were back in our heyday, LimeWire was the goat. All right, this is before BitTorrent. There was LimeWire.
Yep.
All right, and then FrostWire came along, and FrostWire was just a massive virus for your computer. That's pretty much what it was. FrostWire.
LimeWire was goat.
LimeWire was the goat. Genuinely the goat. Music, which was in MP3 format back then, ladies and gents, it was quite difficult to access everything. But videos, MP3s, movies, mate, LimeWire had it all. It was actually the GOAT. So what's it saying here? New owners.
Yeah, so some Australian blokes, Australian brothers, Julian and Paul
Austrian.
Oh shit.
Don't get me excited on Australian, mate.
Austrian brothers, right?
Don't cheer me up. Don't cheer me up.
They've purchased the LimeWire name and intellectual property, and they're launching an NFT marketplace. So LimeWire NFT marketplace coming soon. That's essentially what that means.
Mate, I would genuinely would be investing. If it was Australians, we'd somehow have to invest in it.
LimeWire will sell its private utility tokens in addition to NFTs linked to songs and artwork sold by artists and companies. The new platform will accept a variety of cryptocurrencies, but things will be offered in US dollar values. Yeah, so there you go. A little quick look at that one. As I said, this website, nftworldnews.tech, yeah, just one I've come across. Klitschko, there you go, releasing an NFT to help Ukraine as well. So anyone who wants to have a look into that, feel free to have a look.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that was it, Doma, on that front.
Very nice.
Over time, as I said, always looking to build that brand NFT and NCAA makes sense. I'll be interested to see what it is, whether it's highlights. They said to different fan experience. Maybe it's more for like, buy this NFT that enables you to redeem something. I don't know, at the game. I don't know. I would just be interested to see what it is. Because I'll be honest with you, is if it's like another Top Shot, just highlight sort of situation, I don't know. I don't know if I'm buying that.
That's fair enough. Lucky last one before we get to Fire of Flame. UFC Strike. One of your boys been all over it.
Yeah, UFC Strike. So Israel Adesanya, they're obviously putting a bit of money in his pocket to say pump it up. But I mean, he loves it anyway. He loves it. Here he is talking about it. I would play it, but it won't play the audio. Just saying like he loves UFC Strike because he owns these moments, and then he shows the moment of when he knocked out Whitaker at UFC, whatever it was, 243.
He loves it.
Yeah, he does. But go check it out. I've got the marketplace up here. We'll have a look at a few of them. There's big boy Derek Lewis, hot balls himself. We'll have a look at this this moment. Here he is. Bang, KO.
Bang.
Boom. Good night. Boom. Good
See you
night.
later.
Oh,
bang.
Bang. It'd be good if it had the audio. I mean that there, Dome, is $5 for that. If you want to own that moment.
Mate, how do you not own that? You gotta own that.
It's $5.
If anyone's got to own,
I'm gonna get on here and have a look at some things. But once again, I'll be interested to see how this goes. I'm not sure exactly how the mint process has worked or the whole bounds of it. I'm guessing there's going to be, some collector challenges as you go along. But yeah, look, once again, I like it because I really think it's cool to see, cool, awesome knockouts on replay. And yes, you can literally just type it in on YouTube and watch these exact knockouts. And that's what we said about Top Shot. And then Top Shot just went bananas, and still a lot of people are playing Top Shot. You have a look on Crypto Slam. Crypto Slam, .io, and that shows you like their latest sort of, how much is being spent on NFT collections, and Top Shot's like still in the top 20, man. And like people, aren't even, and people think it's not relevant, but yet its 24-hour sales volume is nearly, $500,000. Like, and people want to say that people aren't playing Top Shot. Like, yeah, obviously it's not the crazy numbers what it was doing before, but what NFT is doing those numbers? Yeah, like a lot of them have dropped. So, look, UFC Strike is pretty far down. I don't know. I'll see if I can. UFC.
I still think these ones are they're the bang for your
UFC
buck.
Strike. Yeah, so UFC Strike, like not many people are onto the platform. So like at the moment, it's only 15,000 sales volume in a 24-hour period. It's that's not a lot. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it could be a little sneaky thing. You go on there, you drop $50, and you know what? When I think it's still in a beta, that's why. So I don't know. I think I might just have early access, Doma. So that's maybe why half the reason why there's not that much volume. And I think same with NFL All Day. I do know that NFL All Day, which I'll have a look here. NFL All Day is only
I like NFL All
32
Day.
on the. Well, it's only number 32 on the list, and it's in a it's still in beta phase. It's not even in open beta. Like it's only in the people who like entered into their email list way back. They can get in. So I don't know if they've opened it right up, but still, nearly 300,000 is 24-hour sales volume. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
So yeah, as I said, go check it out. UFC Strike. Here's our boy. Definitely check this one out or watch this one for sure. Oh, it opens the page. I need to actually click on it. There we go. Oh, I did. I tried to open it in a new tab. Here we go. Here he is. Tai Shuivasa. Tai Shuivasa. Here he is. Oh, here he is. Against a big Greg Hardy. He's wobbled, but then all of a sudden it just takes him one punch and you got it. Watch this on the button. Watch that.
How much is that? How much is a moment like that?
This Shuivasa is going for $10, but at the same time, like the mint on him is crazy. Yeah, like this is just these are just low ends. Like this is edition, $10 one edition 21,418. So like, there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of them out there. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong, there are ones that are a lot more rare. I'll have a look here and see in the filters series, newest listed. Let's go highest ask. See what people are asking. Crazy asks for some of the stuff. Yeah, I think this is just stupid because I think unless they're, yeah, I mean, these are the ones that are more rare, I believe. Here we go. Let's have a look at this Usman one. So it's got the gold ring. Yeah, this is only saying like addition to. I think this is only at 100 or something. Or 75. What a knockout. This is what it was.
Fuck.
That's what it was there. That jab straight up the button, bang, rocked him. So I believe, yeah, I can't actually understand how I can't figure out how like what it's numbered to, but I'm just working off this, and there's only one here numbered to 69. So I'm guessing this could be to 75, or it could be to 80. Yeah, or to 100 or something. So I don't really know. It doesn't really tell you here. It just tells you how many are available, but it doesn't tell you what it's minted to, which is pretty stupid.
Okay.
But it is what it is. These are the ones that are more expensive. Like his Thug Rose against Zhang Wei Li.
Namayunas.
This was a good knockout.
Bang. Thanks for coming.
That was a great knockout.
Mate, UFC Strike is elite, bro.
Bang! Oh, good night. Oh, look at that.
Bro, seriously, even
leg.
Bro, even the but even those Derek Big Boy one and the Tai Shuivasa, I know it's the print runs probably massive, the mint
I
run.
think it's like 23,000 or something. I don't know. It's crazy.
But still, for $5 to own a knockout, Series 1 knockout.
Yeah, and this is what I'm trying to say. It is Series 1, so
and I don't know. It's a KO, bro. It's not it's like a jab or like a sweep or a takedown moment. It's a knockout of a heavyweight. Like, even if that potentially, if we're looking at it as an investment point of view, once Series 1 is done, even if that gets to $20 or $15 that moment, because it's a Series 1.
Correct. So he's an Ngannou, Francis Ngannou at UFC 249.
Mate, who wouldn't want to own one of these big boy knockouts? Like, who? Tell me. Look at this. Sorry for listeners at home. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. Like, who wouldn't want to own Oh my days.
He was done
He's
on that
out.
one.
Out before he even
And then
hit
he
the
copped
cage.
that one. And then he copped another one.
And then he's going to cop another one here. And another one. Oh. You're telling me
They're just so
But
ferocious.
that's what I'm saying. You don't want to own a big knockout like that?
Yeah. Look,
Fuck, that's pretty sick.
I think they're cool. I think they're cool, and I think I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna buy some of these, and even the NFL All Day. I think
Yeah,
NFL
but
All Day.
$5.
Yeah.
It all goes into your NFT portfolio source. Who knows? It's Series 1. Series 1. You don't need to go get golds. You can end up buying packs eventually, and you might get something big. Like $5. Series 1. I like it. Really like it. They are because that's on Flow as well, yeah.
Yeah, it's on Flow. That's
So
with Dapper
yeah,
Labs. So
yeah, with Dapper Labs. Sorry, yeah. So not for anything, Dapper Labs doing some good stuff at the moment. Really good stuff with the NFL, UFC, and the NBA. Why not license?
good license.
Like we say, we've spoken about VV
But
collectibles
not going to be
before.
any rug pulls here.
Yeah, we've spoken about VV collectibles before, source, and they got licenses, so they got good backing. Now they're starting to drop a shit ton of Disney stuff. What's like you said, there's no rug pulls here. You're owning a knockout. I reckon, honestly, out of all of them so far, and Top Shot Series 1, you can get some absolute crap. It's like a guy hitting a 3 or a guy with a decent pass,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Series 1
Assist.
on UFC Strike, and you're getting some of those big boy knockouts, the heavyweight knockouts. I don't care they're at 23,000. So was the Top Shots. But for $5 to get a Derek Big Boy Source, to get a Tai Shuavasa, to get a Francis Ngannou, bro, that's pretty sick. If you're into mixed martial arts, it's pretty sick. The way I'm looking at a lot of these, it's like a fractional. You're literally buying a fraction into the moment.
Here's the moment that he was talking about. I'll show it here. Izzy Adesanya, and I'm spewing, Dom. I'm gonna have to show you something because these were not after he's tweeted about this moment on his Twitter. The price on them has gone up significantly.
Yeah, it makes sense, bro.
Because these were like a $40 moment. I'm telling you, I looked at this 2 weeks ago. I looked at this last week before he sent this tweet out.
Bro, surely Adesanya has got the moment where he humps. What's his name? Check that. Seriously, bro. That is actually one of the most that's a big moment. That could be
lowest ask is $266. Doma.
Check some Adesanya.
Mate, this was
Let's
like
check some of his other moments.
This much released, Doma. There really isn't much released. There's literally hardly anything. So there's. Look, I'll show you.
Is that it?
You can keep going now.
Is there any? I was just saying. Is there any more?
That's it. That's the whole marketplace.
What's the Chimaev moment that was a bit further up? Keep going. No, it's Rakic. There it is, Chimaev.
Yeah, it's a submission. So, I'd probably prefer.
But has it got the big takedown that he does on Li Liang? He picks him up and he.
Nah, it's just got his submission attempt.
Oh,
and he gets him.
Because to get to that moment is like when he picks him up and he goes over to the cage and he talks to Dana and then he dumps him and then he does the ground and pound and then he submits him, all in that one moment. If it actually had when he goes over to Dana holding him and he's talking through the cage, as you remember, Source, he's talking shit to Dana, then dumps him, then subs him, then gets up on the cage and does the backflip. Does he do a backflip? No, he just jumps off. Anyway, Source, $5 moments, big knockouts. Bro, that's borderline fire from Fire or Flame. It is a fire. No, I know, but I'm giving that as a fire. That's an additional fire to people that listen to this. That's incredible.
$5.
$5.
Not bad.
All right, Sauce. Let's move to Fire or Flame. I'll go
All right.
first. I'll
You
go
go first,
first
mate.
because your one might need a bit of
Needs a bit of an explanation. It's probably going to take
explanation.
about
half an hour. No, just kidding.
No.
So my fire, quick and easy. I spoke about it on the double coverage pod during the week, but straight out, team coach getting Tyson Beck involved, massive fire. Yeah, massive fire. All those inserts that he has touched is literally cardboard gold for this product. Cardboard gold. You gave him more of a range, more of a free reign to design, and we never doubt Tyson, but he has nailed it, which we don't expect anything less from Tyson. Has absolutely nailed it, and it's literally put a cherry on top of official team coach. Because I'll be honest with you, all the other inserts, they're whatever. You got some returning ones like the wilds, the Star Wilds and stuff. They've come back, but not a fan of the flip. Not a fan of the canvas ones. Like, no good. Tyson Beck makes the product. Sick cards. Fire for me. Saucy. You're muted, mate. Saucy loves a good mute.
No, I was muting because I was having a vape, mate. That's why. I don't want to hear that the big pull sound on it. Yeah, I agree. They used him a lot better this season in team coach for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get ready.
Here we go.
If you're listening, I'm going to try. If you're listening on audio, I'm going to try my best to explain this. It's probably something you need to see visual. Yeah, this is something I've come across, and we've talked a lot about NFTs and crypto stuff. So here's another one tonight or on the show. I'll bring it up without further ado. Wizardia.io is the website, right? And you're going to go, what the is this, right? It's a play to earn game. So if you don't know what play to earn is, it's essentially you get paid to play this game. So the whole gaming industry is having a massive revolution. I think, in the next 3 to 5 years, people aren't going to want to play games that aren't play to earn, because they'll be like, well, why would I want to spend my time there when I can spend my time here and I can get something in return for spending my time on that platform? So, it just works hand in hand. What Wizardia is essentially a turn-based game that people train up their squad, and it's turn-based, and you're like this player versus player or player versus environment. And here's a couple of screenshots. There's no official gameplay. It's very early on in the game development. Everything should be launched by the end of this year. That's their plan. You can go down here and have a look at their roadmap, which should be down here somewhere. Roadmap. There it is. So visual, they've already Q1 launch pad and DEX and CX listing, CX listing, which is decentralized exchange and centralized exchange. That should be happening soon. Staking program, what are all these things? If you're not familiar, don't worry about it, because this isn't as complicated as I'm saying. This is just if you want to do more research and you understand these sorts of things and want to have a look at their roadmap, exactly where they are. This is what I'm saying. By the end of this year, they should have a full game launch. They should have a mobile app, and they're hoping to have a big community to play the game. Now, where this fire is, the fire is not in not saying for you guys to, wait for this game to launch and play the game and earn money. The fire is in the arena NFTs. What is an arena NFT? So essentially, you are paying. So at the moment, mind you, they've already had two sale rounds. So the first one sold out at $125 a pop. And then I think second round was $175 a pop. So they've already sold 8,000 NFTs. Now, this one is $225 a pop. There's only 3,500 left 3,526 left of the 4,000 that can be sold at this price level. In the 4th round, 5th round, 6th round, so on. In the 7th round, if you wait till then, they're going to be $400 a pop, right? So at the moment, like I've already missed out on round 1 and 2. I found out about this on round 2, and I was doing more research, and my doing more research took a whole half a day, and by that time, round 2 had sold out. So round 3 is probably where I'm looking at getting in. But essentially what you do is you go here, you buy one of these NFTs, you store it in your wallet, and what these arena NFTs do, they allow you to earn rewards from other people playing the game. So the game mechanics, essentially, people play each other or they play the environment, and they are rewarded some way or another, right? A percentage of that reward goes to the NFT arena owners as early investors, right? Now, they've got a calculator that sort of should calculate the revenue, how much you get in return. So say we're buying it round 3 at $225. We're gonna buy one NFT. The Wizardia token, the Wizard token, so WZRD, when they release their cryptocurrency, say it just gets to 20 cents. Say it gets to 20 cents, the token,
Yeah.
and there's 30,000 active daily players, right? Calculate. My $220 investment is going to return me $81 a month.
USD.
So USD. So after 3 months, Doma, I'm going to have paid off my investment. And after that, I'm going to reap the rewards, and I'm going to earn $81 a month. Now, that's just if they have 30,000 players, right? Say they get to, their max is 100,000 they've got here. Let's say they get to that. I'll be earning $270 a month. $271 a month USD on that. Now, anyone who's not familiar with turn-based games, here's a turn-based game for you. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. It's downloadable on the App Store. It's downloadable on the Google Play Store. Doma, this game alone has 50 million plus installs. 50. I understand it's Star Wars, but it's a turn-based game, very similar to Wizardia, what they're trying to create. Mind you, Wizardia, the graphics that they're aiming to create are going to be a lot better than what they've created in this Star Wars game. That's got 50 million active installs. Marvel Strike Force Squad RPG, very similar game, very similar game mechanics, turn-based game. It's got 10 million active installs, 10 million installs, on the Google Play Store. And that's just Google Play. That's not even the App Store. So their plan is to obviously get out eventually and release an app and get it, they'll try to get it onto the App Store, the Play Store. But if you can't, there will end up being another, DApp store, which will be a decentralized app store, which is so people can open the app, connect it to their wallet, and then they can, because there'll be other NFTs that people will be able to use in game and so on. But that's the fire. The fire is getting one of these NFTs, sitting tight on it. This is like a thing you're going to have to wait because, as I said, their roadmap, their first launch of their game probably won't be out until
Q3.
Let's have a look. Yeah, I think about Q3. I believe.
Oh no, full game launch Q4 down below there.
Full game launch. So they'll probably have a beta phase, but full game launch is by the end of the year.
AR integration and a mobile app.
Yeah, mobile app.
They expect the community to be at 800K. Well,
that's what they want it to be. But let's be honest, even if it's at 50,000 active players, even if they can get to that point, 50,000 active players, you've seen the potential returns. So, look,
don't worry. Source and I, we got our little fun together. We've had a discussion. If we can get a couple of these, we'll get a couple of these.
Yeah, you can go have a look at
It's better. It's better than a ball head.
Yeah, it's a lot better than a ball head. You could go, as I said, there's a lot of information here. They've got a Medium page. If you don't know what Medium is, it's like essentially where they write their articles. So you can go check out the articles that they've written, what partnerships they're doing. This I did listen to an hour AMA on this that is on YouTube. So if you type in Wizardia AMA, there's a 55-minute AMA on it that the creators had with a YouTuber, and he asked a few questions. It sounds really good. This, the people in this project, they've known each other for a long time. They've worked at a lot of places. You can check out their LinkedIn, and people that have worked at quite a few, game designer that's been in the industry for 10 years, worked on some really, really successful games. So look, I'm not sticking up for any of these people. All I know is I can click on their LinkedIn profile, see what they've worked on, and not for anything. I've listened to their AMA. The best part is like it's a a doxed crew. So they've put their faces there. It's not just a cartoon image, which some projects do, and you'll see a lot of the time those projects that were, well, not a lot of the time, but I shouldn't say a lot of the time, but they're the ones where you need to be very careful because they'll rug pull it without a heartbeat. But in the same time, we see Lana Rhodes rug pull, and everyone knows who she is. Everyone's seen every part of her. So look, it's he's lost it. Wizardia, check it out, wizardia.io. Go on there and buy Arena NFT. You're gonna have to sit tight on it, ladies and gentlemen. This is a long play. This is something you sit tight on it. They're not planning to release the game until the end of the year, and you're gonna have to just play it.
Short-term pain for long-term gain.
Yeah,
that's what this one is.
And the thing is, like, nothing. People always get on these companies for not having sort of a game sort of to play at the beginning. But at the same time, I've seen other companies have the game at the beginning, have a bit of like an alpha version, and then they don't bring anything out for another year. So what's the difference? They're saying they're not planning to have the game up and running until Q4.
It's okay.
That's fine. It's fine. It's only another 6 months away. But if you don't, as I said, if you don't buy it now at $225 on the round 3, it keeps going up and up and up. So, the earlier you get in, then obviously the earlier you can, when you get reap the rewards, you'll have less to pay off to get your initial investment back.
Perfect. Nice, Sauce. Another episode down. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. I'm Dom with the great man, Sauce. It's crunch time coming up big when it counts. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Crunch Time on the Double Coverage Media Network. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that bell icon to know when we drop a new episode. Also, feel free to leave a review on the Apple Podcasting app. Crunch Time, coming up big when it counts.